What's going on, traders? Welcome to this week's Forex forecast. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to check out the Patreon or the YouTube membership for my daily chart analysis. I hope to see you there. Alright, starting off with the US dollar cut reports. The past week, the banks added 8,000 longs and they added 6,800 short positions, which leaves them 71% long the US dollar index. And if you guys want those cut reports, definitely check out the Patreon. This cut report spreadsheet is available there. Looking at the daily chart of the US dollar, though, we have a very clean uptrend. So I am remaining bullish on the dollar. It doesn't matter what pair. And right now, to me, it does look like we are pulling back to this daily area of demand. So you could, short the smaller time frames to demand. I prefer to just trade with the trend. And when price does get down to this demand, we're either going to see a reaction off of that, or we could see a small reaction, little move to the upside, and then a breakdown. And that's when I'll start to become more neutral. But as far as this dollar daily chart's looking, it's looking very bullish. So I have to remain that way at least until this daily area of demand is removed. All right, looking at EURUSD, the past week the banks added 5,600 longs and they added 16,860 short positions, which leaves them 50% long, 50% short. We do have a very beautiful daily downtrend on the euro. We are in daily demand right now, so we could see a reaction up to here. You could definitely use this 1 hour demand supply zone to look for 1 hour confirmation. For all you day traders out here, we are in this 4 hour area of supply, so you could still look for a 50-minute confirmation coming out of this 4 hour supply zone. As far as the 1 hour goes, there really isn't much. I wouldn't really be trading the 1 hour right now. I'm personally waiting for a new low to be made, so we have a 1 hour downtrend, and then I will short any 1 hour zone that I like on the way down. But for now, I think just looking for confirmation is the best thing to do in the euro. And remember, if you want all of these zones, check out the Patreon or YouTube membership. Links are in the description. You can get all of my analysis on a daily basis for only $5 CAD. Links are in the description. I hope to see you guys there. All right, looking at Aussie US dollar, the past week the banks got rid of 6,300 longs and they got rid of 5,500 short positions, which leaves them 85% short the Aussie dollar here. The difference between the pound and the euro is that we do not have a daily downtrend on the Aussie. Price is sideways. This demand has not been removed just yet. So as far as the daily 4 hour, 1 hour sequence goes, I am not trading that. If you want to look for confirmation, definitely check out this 4 hour area of demand. You could definitely look for a 1-to-1 in here. But these zones are kind of low odds, but it seems like a lot of the people want to look for confirmation. So I'm just going to provide you guys with zones to look for confirmation in. So you could look for a 50-minute confirmation in that 4 hour. As far as the 1 hour goes, you have a 1 hour area of demand right here. You could look for 5-minute confirmation in here. That would be fine. And you could even draw the zone like that too. I think both actually are quite okay. So I'm going to draw it like that. So you can look for a 5-minute confirmation in there as well. Both I think are fine. So definitely check those out for confirmation, but I would not be taking any of those as a set and forget. All right, looking at the British pound, GBPUSD, the past week the banks added 6,000 longs and they added 3,800 short positions as well, which leaves them 51% long to 49% short. Like a lot of the dollar pairs, we have a nice daily downtrend. You could definitely look for 1 hour confirmation in this daily area of supply. That would be fine. And it's high odds because it is a daily downtrend. So looking for shorts on a 1 hour is definitely okay. According to the 4 hour, I know a lot of guys in the live stream, they were looking for confirmation in this 4 hour supply zone. They never got it, so they got out of it. And if you guys don't know what confirmation is, definitely check out my confirmation video. It explains it to a T. You could technically look for 15-minute confirmation in here. It's very aggressive to do that. I'm just trying to show more potential setups for you day traders out there because it seems like there's a lot of day traders out there. As far as the 1 hour goes, we have a couple 1 hour zones in here, so you could look for 5-minute confirmation in here. And if that one doesn't work, you could look for it down in here as well. I think both would be okay, but just remember, guys, it's low odds to be looking for confirmation in sideways markets. And there's actually a very nice 1 hour supply zone right here. I think that this is a great little zone. I could definitely see us seeing a reaction from here, so definitely keep an eye out for that 1 hour zone to look for a 5-minute confirmation in there as well. On to USDCAD. The past week, the banks got rid of 4,700 longs and they added 2,900 shorts, which leaves them 66% long on USDCAD. This daily chart's very sideways. We saw a reaction from this daily supply that I've been talking about for a while now. So you could have got a 1 hour confirmation in there. This is one of the pairs I'm not very interested in trading at all. You could look for 15-minute confirmation in this 4 hour area of demand, but I'd be very careful. We could see it break below there and then shoot up because there could be a bunch of stop losses under there. So if you do look for confirmation in here, definitely just look at it on a 15-minute chart and get out maybe at 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 because we are downtrending on, you know, the 1 hour and all that stuff. And real quick, if you guys are liking this video, definitely hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what pairs you're watching this week. I'd be interested to see, you know, what you guys are seeing in the markets as well. On the 1 hour chart on USDCAD, we have a nice little 1 hour supply zone here and a 1 hour downtrend. So if you trade the 5-minute chart, this is a nice little curve zone for you to look for a 5-minute confirmation and maybe look for like a 2-to-1, maybe 3-to-1 in that supply zone. So a couple little day trading opportunities here in USDCAD. All right, on to the Swiss franc. The past week, the banks added 1,600 longs and they got rid of 713 shorts, which leaves them 73% long. And that's the power of the call reports. You can see them slowly increasing their longs there. As on the daily chart, we started to get a daily uptrend. So that's, you know, the great power of the call reports. So definitely check with the Patreon where you can receive lifetime access to this spreadsheet. This is one of the pairs where we have a nice daily uptrend. And I think we also have a 4 hour uptrend and we're in 4 hour demand in an uptrend. So you could, right now, you could be looking for some sort of 15-minute confirmation in here coming out of this zone. And that would basically be 15-minute confirmation coming off of 4 hour demand in an uptrend. Pretty high odds in my opinion. On the 1 hour, we do have a 1 hour downtrend. You could actually even look for 1 hour confirmation coming out of that 4 hour area of demand. That would actually be a little bit safer. And what that's going to look like is a removal of that trend line and that zone. And then the zone that removes that zone could be a nice little 1 hour zone. And then you could actually look for confirmation in that 1 hour zone. And it would be pretty high odds if that ends up working. All right, on to the USD yen. The past week, the banks added 21,000 longs and they got rid of 12,000 shorts, which leaves them majority long, 74%. And, you know, that's probably why we saw this massive move up in the yen. I was actually looking for longs in this massive move up, and you could have been too. So I'm definitely interested in this pair for now, but, you know, we have a 4 hour sideways market, so there's really not much going on. There's a 4 hour area of demand right here. You could look for confirmation in there. I think that would be fine. There's actually a demand level right here as well. So you could be looking for 15-minute confirmation in any of these zones. You know, if you're not using multiple sequence analysis, then these zones become a little lower odds. But you could still look for 15-minute confirmation in them there. Just make sure that your risk to reward is higher than or is appropriate according to, you know, your win rate and all that stuff. So that's pretty much all I see for now on this pair. There's really not too much going on right now, kind of just sideways markets on like the 4 hour and the 1 hour. But like I said, you have 4 hour supply up here and a bunch of 4 hour demands down here where you could look for 15-minute confirmation. All right, on to gold. The past week, the banks got rid of 2,800 longs and they added 16,000 short positions, but they still are 70% long on gold. But gold's been looking very weak. It's pretty much sideways. There is daily supply right here. In my opinion, this supply zone is very low odds, but you could look for 1 hour confirmation coming off of any of these two supply zones at 1770 and about 1795. I think both of those are decent for 1 hour confirmation trades. As for the 4 hour goes, we have a 4 hour downtrend / sideways. We have had a supply zone removed. Now we're coming up to this trend line. I could see this breaking to the upside, and then I might actually be interested in whatever 4 hour zone does that to look for 4 hour confirmation in there. So to look for 15-minute confirmation in this supply is pretty risky in my opinion. even this demand. But if you want to day trade it, these are your two 4-hour areas of demand where you could look for 15-minute confirmation in. And as far as the 1 hour goes, there isn't really too much going on gold right now in here, kind of just going sideways. So, and me personally, I'm waiting to see what happens. But if you're dying to take a trade in gold, like I said, to recap, you have daily supply above. You could look for 1 hour confirmation in there, or 1 hour confirmation in there. And like I said, the 4 hour, you could look for 15-minute confirmation in the supply, and you could look for 15-minute demand confirmation in that 4-hour area of demand. All right, last but not least, crude oil. The past week, the banks added 21,000 longs and they added 3,300 shorts, which leaves them 77% long on oil. So what do you think is going to happen? In my opinion, we are going up to at least $80 a barrel. In the meantime, I do believe there are a bunch of retail stop losses above this high. So, shorting oil right now, in my opinion, not the best thing to do. I would definitely be looking for longs, but in my opinion, I'm going to wait for that supply to be removed, and which would actually create a nice 4-hour uptrend again. So then you can look for pullbacks on a 15-minute chart, 1 hour chart, all that stuff. So right now for oil, I would stay away from shorting. If you're really dying to get in long, there's a 1 hour area of demand down here. You could look for 5-minute confirmation in, but it's pretty low odds in my opinion. In my opinion, the best thing to do is wait for a new high on crude oil and then start to buy the pullbacks. That is just my opinion. That is what I think is the safest bet to do. Always trade with the trend, because if that happens, then we'll have a beautiful daily uptrend as well. And then buying pullbacks becomes the highest odds thing to do. And like I said, definitely be careful of shorting crude oil right now, because I do believe there are a bunch of stop losses above here that are about to be targeted on crude oil. Alright everyone, thanks again for watching this week's Forex forecast. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well if you don't mind. I really appreciate all the support. Let me know in the comments down below what pairs you're looking at this week, and maybe we can get in touch and you can send me a chart and let me know what you're looking at. I always like looking at charts. So with that being said, let's have a great trading week and let's make some money. Cheers.